Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matthew's Classic Rock, and of course you're listening to Matthew, broadcasting live since 2005, every Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on KTSTFM.com. You may email me at MatthewRocks@teamoriginals.com. But you don't have to hurry because we still haven't developed that site. It's a work in progress.
Such a work, yeah. I went on there right before I got here, and like, yeah, there's nobody did it yet. We'll get there.
Yeah, so be on the, you know, what do you call it? Listen or be on the lookout or
a radio announcer at a loss for words.
Here in the studio today are the originals, the best of the best.
That's right. I'm right here. How you doing, buddy?
All right.
Good.
And the legendary Stan Morrow.
Oh yeah.
Attitude adjustment with Sheena D. Which everybody wants to know the D stands for, but let your imagination go wild.
Drenched?
I was gonna say drenched.
Yeah.
Sorry, I won't do that no more.
I'm gonna have a new set of issues to deal with when I get home today. Thank you.
Sorry.
And yeah, because of certain adjectives that we've been using lately, we have a whole new audience. It's a whole new ballgame, ladies and gentlemen. Which is good.
We're just too flirty with Sheena. I'm not, but the rest of the guys are.
Flirty's okay.
So again, you're listening to the Matthew's Classic Rock, broadcasting live on KTSTFM.com from Anaheim, California, with the originals, the undisputed heavyweight champions of the world.
Wide web.
Okay, I think you got that right. Of talk rock, current events, news, every Saturday beginning at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Stay tuned for music by Duran Duran.
How nice.
And Stan, I enjoyed listening to your friends, Jeff, with the band.
Well, Jeff's not my friend, but he's a friend of Sean, so...
He's not your friend anymore?
He's your friend now.
Yeah, he's my friend now.
Make new friends, but keep the old.
I have no friends, I have enemies. I have frenemies, that's what I have.
And then the other gentleman's name was Sean?
Yeah.
Sean Katu, fellow Buckeye, although he doesn't seem to have as much pride in saying he's from Ohio as I do.
You know what's funny? My boyfriend is from Ohio. Youngstown.
We have so much in common.
I know.
We say the same thing, we think the
it's
same
such
thing.
a small world.
Your boyfriend's from Ohio.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Only if we met a couple years earlier, you would still hate my guts.
I don't like your guts. What are you talking about?
I know.
I wanted to play the song because I always want to play, but I never get a chance. It's by Dead or Alive.
Ooh.
Anybody want to guess?
Spin me right.
Yeah, that's right.
I made you the robot.
Yeah, do it. Pop rockin'.
I just did the robot.
Wait,
I gotta look cool. This is going on YouTube. I don't want to look like a dork.
I know, is my hair back?
No, you look great.
Thanks.
Let's see.
Oh, what was that song? That sounded kind of like a...
Ladies and gentlemen out there watching, this is what the disput's all about.
He works out.
There you go. Just showing the viewers out there, Daddy's guns.
Hercules.
Okay, well, there's been a change in plans.
What happened?
Different song.
Different song, because you guessed. You know, you can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was supposed to guess. Wasn't I supposed to guess?
Yeah, well, maybe we'll put this in the background.
Is this the Cure?
No. It's Love Plus One, the Haircut 100.
Okay, how did I ruin that for you?
Well, no, you didn't. I was just trying to blame
Pin it
somebody.
on. Oh, thanks. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
I had to blame somebody. You know,
Gotta pin it on someone, right?
Shame game.
The Fall Guy. Shame game.
Shame game.
Shame game.
Yeah.
Blame game.
When you're, you know, how many people are so quick to admit when they do a mistake.
Oh, the blame game. Blame game, shame game.
So is everybody now used to having our new president? You know.
Oh yeah, the transition seems like nothing yet.
Yeah, nothing yet. Well, you know what I did read is that he was already doing some different things with like the terrorist court trials and stuff like that. Like he was already like calling a halt to those to reposition things or like to do things differently that go with the standards of American standards as opposed
torture?
to like as opposed to torture, blah blah blah. So I don't know how he's gonna work that. And then there was something else too. I'll think of it. shortly.
Well,
I'm sure.
the thing, I've been keeping up on that, and the one thing that disturbs me about that is that their alternative is because no country wants these terrorists because they know they're, bad news, and eventually they're going to have to let them go, or unless they put them on trial. And the one alternative is to bring them here to the United States. Well, the thing is that are they going to let them go here in the United States and leave them on our streets? I mean, come on.
Yeah, actually, I had heard that a person was released from Guantanamo Bay.
Yes.
Went back to the Middle East and became part of Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
So that's not a good thing, guys.
Well, that's what they're going to do. I mean, they're all about pride and machoism and everything. For them to go back and do anything but give their life for their cause would make them a coward.
Yep, that's true.
It's so true. Check out what I read. It was a story in the LA Times. Just I think it was like a week ago, something like that. There was an actual interview with a reporter from the LA Times, and they were interviewing people that were like actually from this, from the, I don't want to say the terrorist background, but I honestly can't say like what group they were from.
Maybe
or
the
whatever.
radical.
But, yeah.
something
Okay.
or
Radical.
other.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. The radicals. We'll just go with that.
There you
Anyway, and he was interviewing a woman who was like in her 20s, and he's like, so what do you have planned for your life? Like, what are your plans for for the future and everything? Mm-hmm. She was saying, well, I was I'm wanting to go to school and learn how to be, and I think it was a teacher that she was saying, like to teach, and if she was unable to come up with the money for school or whatever, she would just go ahead and be a suicide bomber. And
Are
literally,
you serious?
I'm dead serious. And there was 2 or 3 different interviews like that with young people that was their options. Like because they're all required in those countries, required to do like 2 years of military service.
Right.
Okay, so they're in that, and whether that makes them the money or that sends them in the right direction for their job to pursue like education and blah blah blah, to do like regular like normal work and live their life.
That's
or they'll just be a suicide bomber, and then that way they've got honor, they've got everything cool, and it was like nonchalant, nothing like that's. I was appalled.
very much matter of fact.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
They're supposed to get like a certain amount of money that when they
go to their families.
That go to their families, and so their families in many cases are very poor. So for them they're all of a sudden they're somebody special, and somebody's going to be remembered because they just raised the level of their standard of living up.
Well, right, but then you do realize that there's also a lot of poor families who sell their 5 and 6-year-old children to like to pedophiles and people that sell children like on the black market for like prostitution too, just to make a couple extra and get a chicken or something. So whatever, it's all.
They had to say chicken.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just came out.
Well, it's okay.
Anyway, but how apparently look how important chickens are if you're selling your kid for it.
Yeah, but no one says a cow or a pig. It's always cheeky.
Don't say pig.
Here we go again.
Sheena has a
chicken across the road. They got married. Had chicken piglets.
Yeah. When I was watching the whole thing, I was surprised to see the particular channel that I was watching. Because they had a stock market and stuff, and there's a lot of Republicans and stuff like that. And I was surprised to see a couple of people say, "Hey, I don't like them," because pretty much everybody. Well, they don't say, as a news announcer. What's wrong with
Republicans?
No, they don't say, what affiliation. They just say, I don't like him.
Big R on
I mean, he hasn't even done anything. He was just going to get sworn in. It was like 10 minutes before he was getting ready to be sworn in.
It's just a coming of age, I think, that, it's like kind of a, it's like it's a total, it's a historic event,
Yeah.
That's the hugest thing. And he speaks for change, and he's going to do things differently than what has been being done. So
he says.
It's a change.
Yep.
Well,
I think a lot of people are anticipating something remarkable when I'm just telling everyone out there right now at this particular time in January 24th in 2009, don't be surprised if you're disappointed. I'm not because I'm a Republican, just because I'm hoping that he promises change, and he says he promises change, and I'm hoping he's absolutely right. But